Hey everybody, Crab is here with a blasting video about my least favorite robot master from each game. I'll show you my least ones from every game, so all of the classic games all the way from MegaMan 1 to MegaMan 11, besides MegaMan V on Game Boy and MegaMan Base. So anyway, let's get rocking. Aqua Man. He's pretty lame. He kinda looks like that one boss that you mostly forget or don't care about, as his design looks bland. Just a big fat robot with weird face holding a bomb. Nothing cool about that, as there's some stuff that makes me dislike him more. His stage isn't interesting, it's just bland, nothing new, no new gimmicks or challenges, and his weapon isn't that effective. It's just bad and awkward to use as well, and his fight is way easier than Aqua Man, that everyone says that he is the easiest. Anyway, beside all of that, Aqua Man is definitely my least favorite from MegaMan 1. Flash Man. What a bland robot master. He looks weird to me, I know. Old or not, he still looks weird. He's the easiest robot master. He is like Aqua Man, the robot master that you don't care about. And again, his stage, like Aqua Man, has nothing new and no ice physics don't count. And yeah, speaking of his stage, it's pretty short and almost easy. But there is some enemy placement that is bad in his stage, so that makes me hate him more. Besides that, his weapon is pretty useless, so no wonder that I dislike him. The other robot masters are actually better than Flashman in a lot of ways. So in conclusion, Flashman is my least favorite robot master from MegaMan 2. Hardman. Do I need to explain it? Okay, fine. Hardman actually looks off to me. This isn't a design for a robot master, honestly, so his design is bad overall. His stage, well, yes, I can say it's decent, but for that bees section, well, I can't give any more critics than that. His weapon is not effective. It's slow at first when you launch it, and it's not that powerful. As for his battle, so I can see that his battle is not that easy, but also not that hard. You know, he is actually the robot master that I don't give a crap about. Overall, Hardman is my least favorite robot master from MegaMan 3. Bright Man. Well, Bright Man, like the previous entries on this list, he looks off to me. That bulb head looks so hideous on him. As his face is so ugly too, I mean, come on man. As for his stage, well, his stage is decent, but in the end of it, it starts to get unfair a bit. The bright platforms are very unique and fun platforms, I can see, but they are kinda used in a wrong way at the end of his stage. Or maybe it's the enemy placement, I believe. As for his battle, well, first and maybe recently too, I had some bad times with Bright Man. I found him unfair for how he freezes you and then he immediately attacks you. But I found that if you keep charging and busting him, and you keep your distance away from him, so you'll be okay. I tried that trick and I believe I didn't take that much damage. The only good thing about him is his weapon, but I actually don't use it a lot, like the rain boomerang. So yeah, he is my least one from MegaMan 4. Stew Man. What the rock is that? Stew Man is just meh, you know? He's a big dude in MegaMan 5, but still, he looks off and weird. Well, as a concept, it's neat, but for design, it's weird. Yeah, I know he's called Stone Man, but that's way too far, I guess anyway. His stage is pretty decent designed, I can say, as it's long too, but the music isn't that effective to me. It's kind of fits with the theme, I guess, but the tunes themselves are off. As for his battle, so it's the easiest one out of all of them. He just jumps repeatedly and rarely uses the power stone. And yeah, speaking of the power stone, it's bad. As I mentioned in my worst weapon video, it's bad and awkward. Overall, Stone Man is just a mess of blocks. Bland Man. I can see Bland Man to be just an okay robot master. Well, first, MegaMan 6 is my favorite MegaMan game, as so as each robot masters. But at least the ones that I'm not into him that much is Bland Man. Well, first, his battle is very easy, there is no challenges whatsoever. And his looks is fine, I guess. And his stage is great. It's challenging, but the only downfall comes to his weapon. His weapon is the absolute worst shield weapon. It runs out so quickly that I don't even care to use it anywhere. But as I said, the Robot Master is fine, but he's my least one. Uranus is a neat designed robot master, I should say, or start right. I like bold theme robot master designs, he looks so sick, but I mean the others are way cooler than him to be honest, well except for Sarah. But anyway, when it comes to his stage, so it's actually standard but somehow boring, nothing that complex and challenging, but his theme is actually one of my favorites. But his battle is really easy. That's a one downfall for me. And the thing that really makes me dislike Uranus is his weapon, the Deep Digger. Deep Digger is bad, like literally bad. You rarely find blocks to use and that's pretty bad and sucks. And his weapon is pretty useless compared to the other weapons in Mega Man V. Sorry Uranus, you're pretty cool, but you're my least one. The others really beat you up. Burst Man. Burst Man is weird looking robot master. Well, he's kinda okay I guess, but still. His stage is not that standard I would say, as it's not challenging at all. As for Burst Man, so his battle is a bit unfair. Timing is needed in his battle, and that's the only good thing about him. And Danger Rap, well, it's fun I guess, but the others except for Freeze Cracker are better in my opinion. Also, for some weird reasons, I find Burstman forgettable for me. So yeah, my least one for Mega Man 7, probably, because he's kinda forgettable. Well, we have the
handsome guy
himself here. Aqua Man has a basic robot master design, but it's kinda creative in a way and weird in a way. Creative because it fits with the water theme, but it's still weird. Because the design itself is kinda not into it. It's a robot and a water themed one. I can't describe him as much, but he's still weird to me for some reason. As for his battle, so it's pretty spammy one. You somehow can't predict his moves too. His stage is spammy as well. And his mini boss is freaking annoying one. And now for his weapon, so it's fine I guess. Not effective, but probably not bad. But still, I even rarely use his water balloon, because again it's not that effective. So with all of that combined, so he is my least favorite from Mega Man 8. Ground Man. He's not bad, but he is my least one because, well, first, his design is pretty messy. I mean, why he has a lot of rails? Besides that, his stage is pretty cheap design. It has some good gimmicks, but they don't sometimes work properly. As for Ground Man's battle, so I would say it's hard, but well, it's not that hard, but still. When I first played MegaMan base, I thought that he's unavoidable, but now I kinda just say he's a bit hard, not unavoidable like I said before. I mean, he's too quick to dodge his attacks and he's sometimes unpredictable too. Well, I appreciate any type of difficulty, but the unfair ones or semi-unfair ones, no sorry. The only good point about Ground Man is his weapon. The spray drill is a pretty great weapon that covers a great distance and area, but that doesn't change the fact that he is my least favorite from MegaMan base. Blockman, the weird designed robot master from MegaMan 9. Well, he is based on a block, so it kinda makes sense I guess, but he looks weird. I mean, why his body is so bulky and why he's kinda like a big boy or something. Well, that doesn't seems like a normal robot master to me. As for his stage, so it's pretty annoying and precise. A lot of Yoko blocks and tight jumps are one of my nightmares. His weapon, the block ball, is my least favorite from MegaMan 9. It's pretty situational compared to the others, as it's pretty weak too. The only good thing about him is himself. He's challenging, but you really need to be more focused on his block balls. Other than that, he's my least favorite from MegaMan 9. Now we have a really weird designed robot masters out there, and Bomb Man is no exception. Well, the robot masters in MegaMan 10 are pretty much awesome, but I actually dislike Bomb Man a bit. I mean, robot that is based on a pump, well, it's a neat idea, not gonna lie, but at least makes Bomb Man's design better. Besides that, Bomb Man's stage is really easy, like literally, the water physics makes everything a cakewalk. As for his battles, so it's easy as well. He mostly jumps around and then he sprays his water shield and sometimes he throws his bomb handle, but you can just jump over it. His weapon is good. It's pretty useful shield weapon, but overall, Bomb Man is my least from MegaMan 10. The others are really beat him up. Finally, we have Bounce Man. A lot really disagreed about him being my least favorite because they thought that I disliked him because of his voice. But no, I don't care about that. I mean, come on, I really like Frostman's voice. The reason why Bounce Man is my least because, well, his design is cute and not fitting for a robot master, not gonna lie. But it's hilarious too. Well, yes, it's fitting for him, but I'm not fan of his design. His stage is an absolute nightmare of bouncing balls. It's pretty long and annoying. As for Bounce Man's battle, so it's pretty easy. The easiest battle besides Block Man. The good thing about him is his weapon. His weapon is pretty fun to use as it's pretty spammable and takes down a lot of enemies. Well, I don't hate Bounce Man, just don't get me wrong, he's pretty good and all, but I'm not into him because of these reasons, as I like the others more than Bounce Man. I still like Bounce Man mostly, but sadly there should be at least one that is my least favorite, and Bounce Man is this one. Man, that was a really hard work to do, with all of this voice recording and all, but it was fun to make this video nonetheless. I hope you guys liked it and tell me your least favorite robot master from each game. and be sure to check out my favorite list as well. Thank you all for watching, and see you all in the next video.